On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Notoriety.
The state of being widely known, especially for something negative or notorious, a negative reputation or fame.
Examples:
Violent notoriety. Achieve notoriety. The famous gangster's notoriety grew with each daring heist and narrow escape.
Serene.
Calm, peaceful, and untroubled, free from disturbances or worries.
Examples:
Serene landscape. A serene atmosphere. The serene sunset over the ocean was a peaceful sight to behold.
Upstage.
To distract attention from someone or something else, often intentionally. To move upstage in a theater, away from the audience, thus taking a more prominent position on the stage. Adverb, at or toward the rear of the stage.
Examples:
Upstage a co-star. Move upstage. The musician's incredible solo momentarily upstaged the lead singer.
Resilient.
Able to withstand or recover quickly from difficult conditions.
Examples:
A hard and resilient steel. Resilient population. She is a resilient person and has always bounced back from setbacks.
Postmodern.
Relating to a style or movement in art, architecture, and criticism that reacts against earlier modernist principles and seeks to break down boundaries between high and low culture.
Examples:
Postmodern art. Postmodern society. The postmodern building was designed with unconventional shapes and colors.
Napkin.
A small piece of cloth or paper used for wiping one's mouth and hands while eating. A decorative cloth placed on a table for formal occasions.
Examples:
Paper napkin. Linen napkin. I always keep a stack of napkins on my desk while I eat to prevent any messes.
Zigzag.
Having short, sharp turns or angles.
Examples:
Zigzag sewing machine. A zigzag line. We had to go through a zigzag course.
Carve.
To create something by cutting wood or stone, to turn sharply.
Examples:
Carve a statue. Carve my name on the plate. This statue is carved from a single tree trunk.
Headquarter.
The central office or location from which a business or organization is managed.
Examples:
Administrative headquarter. An emergency headquarter. The company decided to move its headquarters to New York City.
Confer.
To have a meeting or discussion, to come to a decision or agreement or exchange ideas, to bestow something.
Examples:
confer degree, confer honor. The leaders of the two countries met to confer on the issue.
Carp.
A type of freshwater fish found in many parts of the world, typically with a scaleless body, barbels around the mouth, and erect fins. Verb, to complain or find fault with something repeatedly.
Examples:
carp fishing, carp at the issue. The fisherman showed off his biggest carp catch of the day.
Bathtub.
A large container, typically made of porcelain or acrylic, for holding water in which a person can bathe.
Examples:
bathtub curve, bathtub drain. I filled the bathtub with hot water and a bubble bath for a relaxing soak.
Pedestal.
A base or support on which something, typically a statue, column, etc., is placed.
Examples:
pedestal sink, a stone pedestal. The statue was placed on a pedestal in the center of the park.
Souvenir.
An object, often a small item, that is kept as a reminder or memento of a person, place, or event, a keepsake.
Examples:
city souvenir, souvenir shop. I bought my sister a miniature Eiffel Tower souvenir when I visited Paris.
Salesperson.
A person whose job is to sell goods in a shop or directly to customers.
Examples:
a salesperson in a store, a drapery salesperson. He received the title of the best salesperson in all our branches worldwide.
Creditor.
A person, company, etc., to whom a debtor owes money.
Examples:
the creditor's claims, bankrupt creditor. I asked the lawyer to initiate creditor negotiations for voluntary liquidation.
Fencing.
The art or practice of fighting with swords, especially with foils, épées, or sabers, according to certain rules.
Examples:
fencing equipment, fencing club. He practiced his fencing techniques with a partner.
Fascinate.
To attract and hold the attention of someone deeply and irresistibly.
Examples:
fascinate the public, fascinate the young. The magic tricks fascinated the children.
Homage.
A show of respect or honor, often by performing an act of reverence or by paying tribute.
Examples:
paying homage to tradition, vassal homage. The crowd gave a standing ovation as a sign of homage to the retiring athlete.
Collide.
To hit something violently when moving.
Examples:
collide head-on, collide in midair. The interests of the two countries collide.
Binocular.
Often used in plural form, a device or instrument designed for use with both eyes simultaneously, enabling a viewer to see objects in a three-dimensional perspective and with greater depth perception. Adjective, relating to or involving both eyes, especially when viewing through a device such as a pair of binoculars, involving or requiring the use of both eyes.
Examples:
Binoculars for birdwatching. Powerful binoculars. The stargazing enthusiasts used their high-powered binoculars to study the constellations in the night sky.
Ante.
A mandatory bet or contribution made by all players in a game of cards or gambling as a prerequisite for participation, any initial or essential action or investment required for a particular endeavor.
Examples:
Up the ante. Penny ante trade. We need to raise the ante to win this poker game.
Carpenter.
A woodworker whose job is to make or repair wooden objects.
Examples:
A short carpenter nail. An apprentice carpenter. Carpenter bees are boring holes into the wall.
Jasper.
A dense, opaque variety of quartz that is typically red, brown, or yellow in color and often used as a gemstone or in decorative objects.
Examples:
Jasper gemstone. Jasper bracelet. She adorned her necklace with a beautiful jasper pendant.
Metalwork.
The art or craft of working with metals, particularly in a decorative or functional context, objects produced through metalworking techniques.
Examples:
Ornamental metalwork. Custom metalwork. The artist's metalwork sculptures were on display at the museum.
Opportune.
Suitable or happening at a time that is suitable or convenient for a particular purpose.
Examples:
Opportune occasion. An opportune remark. The phone rang at the most opportune time.
Craftsman.
A skilled worker who creates handmade objects, especially one who works with wood, metal, or other materials.
Examples:
Craftsman skill. A subtle craftsman. The adept craftsman carefully carved the wooden figurine with precision and skill.
Miller.
A person who operates a mill equals a plant consisting of one or more buildings with facilities for manufacturing, especially a grain mill.
Examples:
Miller flour. Watermiller. The miller's work was a vital component of the local economy, providing flour to the bakeries and farmers in the area.
Trite.
Lacking originality or freshness, overused, common, or cliched, lacking in depth or significance due to being overly familiar or predictable.
Examples:
Trite joke. Trite melody. The speaker's speech was full of trite phrases and platitudes.
Cafeteria.
A restaurant where customers serve themselves from a counter and pay for what they have taken, often found in factories, colleges, hospitals, etc.
Examples:
Cafeteria lunch. Office cafeteria. The university's cafeteria was busy with students and staff grabbing a quick lunch.
Galvanize.
To stimulate or shock someone into taking action. To cover metal containing zinc to protect it from rust.
Examples:
Galvanize steel. Galvanize the country. The motivational speech galvanized the team and gave them the drive to succeed.
Buckle.
To bend out of shape, as under pressure or from heat. Noun, a device used for fastening two loose ends of a belt or strap.
Examples:
Buckle down to study. Buckle shoe. The severe heat wave buckled railway tracks.
Sloppy.
Characterized by a lack of order or neatness, careless, disorganized, or careless in appearance or performance.
Examples:
Sloppy writing. Sloppy appearance. She looked sloppy in her wrinkled shirt and mismatched socks.
Cameo.
A small, raised, typically oval, carving or portrait, usually made of a contrasting material, such as shell or stone, and often set in a larger piece of jewelry or decorative item, a brief appearance or performance by a well-known person in a film, play, or other medium.
Examples:
Antique cameo. Cameo appearance. The actress wore a stunning cameo pendant around her neck.
Guardrail.
A sturdy metal or wooden railing or barrier placed beside a road, bridge, or other dangerous areas to prevent vehicles or people from going over the edge. A protective barrier or railing used to prevent falls or accidents.
Examples:
Guardrail installation. Damaged guardrail. The guardrail along the highway prevents vehicles from going off the road's edge.
Billboard.
A large outdoor sign or display that is used for advertising, marketing, or public information, typically located along highways or main roads.
Examples:
Billboard advertising. Digital billboard. The new billboard on the highway promotes a popular vacation destination.
Goliath.
A biblical figure and legendary giant warrior whom the young shepherd David defeated, a symbol of great strength or size.
Examples:
Automotive Goliath. Goliath bird-eating spider. The young entrepreneur took down the Goliath corporation with her innovative idea.
Freeway.
A major highway designed for high-speed traffic, with no stoplights or grade crossings, and having interchanges or access roads to other highways.
Examples:
Freeway exit. Expanded freeway. We got stuck in a traffic jam on the freeway for over an hour.
Cornice.
A decorative, horizontal molding that crowns a building or furniture, a ledge or shelf along the top of a wall.
Examples:
Cornice molding. Exterior cornice. The cornice of the old building added to its architectural charm.
Exuberant.
Full of energy, enthusiasm, or excitement, lively, animated, or unrestrained in behavior or expression, characterized by abundant growth or profuse production.
Examples:
Exuberant performance. Exuberant personality. The young couple's exuberant energy was infectious, and everyone around them was smiling.
Redo.
To do again, usually to correct or improve upon a previous attempt, to renovate or redesign something to make it better or more suitable.
Examples:
Redo a kitchen. Redo a project. I had to redo my entire presentation because the formatting was off.
Canyon.
A large deep valley with very steep sides of rock and usually formed by a river.
Examples:
Twisty canyon road. Canyon of skyscrapers. The Grand Canyon has an awe-inspiring sight.
Seize.
To catch or take hold of someone or something suddenly and forcibly, to capture the attention or imagination of something.
Examples:
Seize a person's property. Seize the day. He has the superpower to seize a business opportunity.
Protruding.
Sticking out or projecting from a surface, extending beyond a boundary or limit.
Examples:
Protruding object. Protruding tongue. The construction worker wore a hard hat to protect his head from protruding beams or wires.
Workmanship.
The quality or skill with which something, especially a crafted item or construction, has been made or done, the level of artistry and craftsmanship displayed in a particular piece of work.
Examples:
The painting's workmanship. High workmanship standards. The intricate details and flawless craftsmanship in the furniture demonstrate exquisite workmanship.
Cheaply.
In a stingy or inexpensive manner.
Examples:
Cheaply available. Buy stock cheaply. You can live very cheaply in Southeast Asia.
Downstairs.
On or to a lower or ground floor of a building.
Examples:
Creep downstairs. Escort him downstairs. Please get the desk downstairs.
Schizophrenia.
A severe mental disorder in which a person has a distorted view of reality and may experience hallucinations, delusions, and disordered thinking and behavior.
Examples:
Schizophrenia spectrum disorder. Schizophrenia treatment. The schizophrenia patient was experiencing severe auditory hallucinations.
Sculptural.
Relating to or resembling sculpture, equals a three-dimensional work of art, having a three-dimensional quality or appearance.
Examples:
Sculptural masterpiece. Sculptural design. The sculptural details on the building's facade were simply stunning.
Courthouse.
A building where courts of law are held, or administrative offices for legal proceedings are located.
Examples:
Courthouse security. Municipal courthouse. The verdict was announced at the courthouse after a long trial.
Fasten.
To secure or attach something firmly or tightly, to make something stay in place or become immovable.
Examples:
Fasten the zip. Fasten a button. Please fasten your seatbelt before the plane takes off.
Peeve.
To annoy or irritate someone, to be a source of annoyance or irritation to someone. Noun, something that irritates or annoys you, a source of annoyance or irritation.
Examples:
Personal peeve. Peeve me off when people talk loudly. Nothing peeves me more than being lied to.
Pavilion.
A large, often ornate tent or booth, often used for entertainment or public events, a building or structure, often in a park or other public space, used for meetings, exhibitions, or social gatherings.
Examples:
Garden pavilion. Beach pavilion. The outdoor wedding reception was held in a beautiful pavilion overlooking the lake.
Courtyard.
An open space surrounded by buildings or walls, often in the center of a building or group of buildings.
Examples:
Quiet courtyard. Spacious courtyard. The hotel's beautiful courtyard was the perfect spot for a wedding reception.
Barge.
A large flat-bottomed boat with a wide, flat deck used for transporting goods on rivers and canals, which can be pushed or towed by a tugboat. Verb, to move forcefully or abruptly, often in a clumsy or rude manner.
Examples:
Barge through the crowded hallway. Canal barge. The captain of the barge navigated through the narrow canal with ease.
Grove.
A small group of trees growing closely together.
Examples:
a bamboo grove, citrus grove. They walked through the grove of trees and admired the natural beauty.
Stairway.
A set of stairs that connects two floors or levels of a building, often with a handrail or banister for safety.
Examples:
stairway railing, narrow stairway. The grand entrance hall had a magnificent marble stairway that curved gracefully upwards.
Foreground.
The part of a view, picture, etc. that is nearest to the viewer.
Examples:
foreground segmentation, foreground galaxy. A happy group of friends occupies the foreground of the picture.
Humane.
Having or showing compassion, kindness, and sympathy toward others, especially toward those who are suffering.
Examples:
humane treatment, humane society. We must ensure that all medical testing on animals is conducted in a humane way.
Picket.
A pointed wooden or metal stake driven into the ground used as a support or for marking an area or boundary. A group of people, typically strikers or protesters, stationed or moving around in front of a workplace, government building, or other location, to demonstrate opposition or to pick up supporters.
Examples:
picket sign, cross the picket line. The farmer built a picket fence around his garden to keep the animals out.
Pragmatic.
Practical rather than idealistic.
Examples:
pragmatic approach, pragmatic politics. He was a pragmatic leader who made decisions based on what was practical rather than ideal.
Slab.
A flat, rectangular piece of material, such as wood or concrete, often used to describe a large, heavy, or solid object or structure.
Examples:
a slab of chocolate, marble slab. The construction workers poured a large slab of concrete for the foundation of the building.
Seine.
A large fishing net that hangs vertically in the water with floats at the top and weights at the bottom used to enclose and catch fish.
Examples:
haul a seine, beach seine. The fishermen used a purse seine to catch fish in the river.
Frontal.
Relating to the front, situated at or directed towards the front. Frontal can also refer to a meteorological term for a weather system that is moving from west to east.
Examples:
frontal assault, frontal attack. He suffered a severe frontal collision in the car accident.
Ballerina.
A female ballet equals a type of performance dance that tells a dramatic story or expresses an idea with music but no talking or singing. Dancer.
Examples:
Classical ballerina. Famous ballerina. The ballerina's graceful movements were a joy to watch.
Foyer.
An entrance hall or lobby, usually located at the front of a building or before the main room or area, a space for people to gather or wait before an event.
Examples:
Hotel foyer, grand foyer. The elegant chandelier in the foyer was the centerpiece of the grand entrance.
Limestone.
A sedimentary rock that is composed mainly of calcium carbonate, which is the mineral calcite.
Examples:
Sheer limestone cliffs, limestone pavement. The Great Pyramid of Giza was built using blocks of limestone.
Mansard.
A type of roof with two slopes on each of its four sides, the lower slope being steeper and the upper slope being flatter, giving the roof a distinctive appearance.
Examples:
Mansard renovation, historic mansard buildings. The historical building featured a distinctive mansard roof, adding charm to its architectural design.
Glutton.
A person who eats and drinks excessively.
Examples:
Glutton appetite, glutton for work. He was called a glorified glutton because he always ate more food than anyone else at the table.
Addict.
A person who cannot stop using or doing something as a habit, especially something harmful.
Examples:
A drug addict, internet addict. We have become TV addicts due to video streaming services.
Rodeo.
A public exhibition of cowboy skills, particularly in North America, featuring events such as calf roping, steer wrestling, and bull riding.
Examples:
Rodeo bull, rodeo championship. The bull rider held on tightly during the rodeo event.
Perpendicular.
Forming, situated at, or being at a right angle to a given line or plane, upright or vertical, at right angles to the horizon.
Examples:
Perpendicular angles, perpendicular walls. The two lines were perfectly perpendicular to each other.
Urbanist.
A person who studies or is an expert in the design, planning, and development of urban areas, especially in improving the quality of life for the people who live and work there.
Examples:
Famous urbanist, urbanist philosophy. The Transportation Board accepted the urbanist's proposal for a bus rapid transit system.
Accrue.
Of a benefit or sum of money, to increase or accumulate in number or amount over a period of time.
Examples:
Accrue to the general treasury. Benefits accrue to the community. 2% interest will accrue on your savings account.
Plaster.
A substance made of lime that becomes hard as it dries and is used for the protective or decorative coating of walls and ceilings, and for molding and casting decorative elements.
Examples:
Daub the ceiling with plaster. Cracks in the plaster. Patience is the plaster of all sores.
Cunning.
Clever or skillful in achieving a goal, especially deceptively or secretly, shrewd or wily.
Examples:
Have cunning eyes. Cunning plan. The fox used its cunning to outsmart the hunter and escape.
Skylight.
A window or opening in a roof or ceiling that allows natural light to enter a room or space from above.
Examples:
Skylight window. Dome skylight. The skylight in the room added natural light and a beautiful view of the stars at night.
Iceberg.
A large piece of ice floating in the sea, detached from a glacier.
Examples:
Hit an iceberg. Iceberg melting. The ship encountered a series of icebergs and had to change its course.
Optimist.
A person who tends to expect the best in all things and to be hopeful and confident about the future.
Examples:
Optimist by nature. Excessive optimist. She is a confident optimist who always looks on the bright side.
Acoustics.
A branch of physics that deals with the study of mechanical waves in gases, liquids, and solids, including topics such as vibration, sound, ultrasound, and infrasound.
Examples:
Specialize in acoustics. The engineer of acoustics. The physicist specializes in acoustics.
Proscenium.
The part of a theater stage that is framed by an arch and is in front of the curtain.
Examples:
Proscenium arch. Proscenium stage. The proscenium opening was the part of the stage in front of the curtain.
Intimacy.
Close familiarity or friendship, a close, familiar, and usually affectionate or loving personal relationship with another person.
Examples:
On terms of intimacy. Build intimacy. They were looking for intimacy in their relationship and wanted to be close to each other.
Sect.
A group of people who follow a particular religious or philosophical belief system, especially one that is regarded as outside the norm or mainstream.
Examples:
Sect beliefs. Secret sect. The minority sect believed in a set of unconventional religious practices.
Crank.
A mechanical device that converts rotary motion into linear motion or vice versa, an eccentric or unpredictable person.
Examples:
Crank handle, crank collar. The fishing reel had a crank that made it easy to reel in the catch.
Teapot.
A small, usually handleless pot with a spout used for boiling or brewing tea. It often has a lid to prevent heat loss during steeping and is typically made of ceramic or metal.
Examples:
Antique teapot, porcelain teapot. The ceramic teapot shattered on the kitchen floor when I accidentally dropped it.
Pervert.
To change the inherent purpose or function of something. To influence somebody to behave in morally unacceptable ways. To corrupt or lead astray. Noun, a person who engages in sexual behavior or has sexual interests that are considered abnormal or deviant by society.
Examples:
Pervert justice, pervert young men. The teacher warned the students not to pervert the story's meaning by twisting the facts.
Contraption.
A machine or device that is made up of a combination of interconnected parts and often appears complicated or unusual.
Examples:
Farming contraption, complicated contraption. The inventor created a contraption that could turn salt water into drinking water.
Terrify.
To frighten someone very much.
Examples:
Terrify people. The threats terrify him. It would be best not to terrify your associates into doing complex tasks.